excited to take this journey going forward with you. Know that we are here for you. The folks at Goodwill and the terrific folks at Alvis. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to Victor. Come on, Victor. There you go.
Can you see me now?
I can see you and hear you.
I lost my connection.
Oh my.
Oh God.
Oh, so you didn't hear my fabulous, eloquent words to these terrific women who are empowered now.
Actually, I did hear them.
Okay.
But for some reason, when I tried to turn my mic on, my picture went away. And, you know, it's just technology is wonderful. It's just,
yes.
And it makes a great paperweight when it doesn't work. So
go for it.
Can I say something really quickly? Just to everyone.
You have to unmute your mic first.
No, I'm unmuted. Just to let everyone know, we aren't able to stream live for some reason. We're trying to, over here, we were trying to figure out what's going on. Our normal options to stream to Facebook and YouTube are not working. So I'm actually glad that I sent that link out because you all are our audience, but we will replay it today at probably right after this is over, and we'll do it again at 2. We'll replay it when we finish. So we apologize for that. So if you guys have family and friends that we're gonna watch, just let them know to stay tuned, and it will replay, and it'll be on the Facebook and the YouTube channels, okay? So sorry about that, but you know, again, technology, what do you expect? Back to you.
Okay. All right. I wish I had my headphones so I could hear myself. However, well, actually, I can't hear myself. I just want to make sure you can hear me. So we're going to get started with the presentations. Our first group that's going to be up are the Wonder Women. Now, we taped this earlier because we are in a new age. And, you know, if we thought that the internet was valuable before, it is just absolutely necessary now. However, understanding, you know, that everybody doesn't have the same speed or, you know, the same bandwidth, it's a bit of a trial sometimes. So the presentations are complete, but there may be some pauses that might be longer than you expected, but that is because we were working with multiple layers of bandwidth and internet speed. So without any further ado, I'm going to share my screen and hope this works. Here we go. Okay, after this presentation, after this is all done, I'm going to have a big glass of chocolate milk because that's what soothes me when I've been, you know, stressed by technology. That should have popped right up and it didn't. So I'm going to try it one more time. Move screens. Okay, there it is on that screen. Now, do you see anything, Valerie?
Not yet. It's coming though. Something's coming, I think.
Just a window with light coming through it.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. There, this looks something promising.
Okay. All right.
Got it?
Yeah.
Am I enjoying this app? No. Okay, so it says Beth Kowalski has started screen sharing. Okay. Screen share. Okay. There we go. Share, share screen, sound, share, and go. I'd like to present to you the Wonder Women.
Are you introducing us? I'm sorry, Victor.
No, you're introducing yourselves.
Yeah, he already did. I think he's.
So I'll just edit. The Wonder
Sorry.
Women. That's okay. Now introducing the Wonder Women.
My name is Jamie Holland. Kathleen Lilly.
Alexandria Vines.
And Gina Griffin. And we are the Wonder Women.
The Wonder Woman.
Wonder Women. What is my wife's statement?
It's time for me to take it. I'm the boss right now, not gonna fake it. Now when you go down, 'cause this is my game, and you better come to play. I used to hold my breath back, now I'm letting go. I make my own choice. I run this show, so leave the lights on. No, you can't make me behave.
What is my wife's statement? My why is to be the best mother I can be to my son and to make a difference in the world. I want to be able to be successful so that I can show my son that you can go through things and still make it. I have a passion to help people just like myself in recovery, and I want to be an advocate for all the voices that we've lost due to addiction and mental health. And these are pictures of my handsome little boy.
No, she's just your everyday average girl, but she's somebody's hero, a hero to her baby with the skinned up knee. A little kiss is all she needs.
What is my why statement? First and foremost, my daughter's my biggest why. Ever since we've been reunited, my life has just gotten so much better. I grew up in an addicted home and I struggle with addiction myself, and I just don't want
history to repeat itself or my daughter to grow up in the same way I did. And lastly, I want to make a difference in this world and be remembered for the change that I implemented in people's lives, even if it's just the smallest things.
What is my why statement? My why statement only started back in January of 2019. I had gotten sober and found out I was pregnant. And hopefully that is my last rock bottom. It brought me to the point of wanting to die. My why is just, I don't ever want to go back to that life. I want to become independent and take care of me and my son, never wanting him to grow up the way I did. My why will get me my dream house, job, the life I've always wanted. Surrounded by all the people that only want good for me, that won't bring me down. Live your dream no matter what.
I'm just different. Who is you getting, baby? I'm out here living. What is you doing, baby? I am just different.
Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't run. Bring me down, your love is too. Bring me down, can't run. Bring me down, I said, take it now.
What is my why statement? I want to be an individual that makes it a society for my kids. I want to prove that I can. I want to break the cycle of addiction that I grew up in. I don't want my kids to grow up the way I have in addiction. And I want them to know that they need to help each other and strive to be the best that they can be.
What does the best look like to me? The best to me is being successful, having a career in the recovery field. I would eventually love to open a sober house for women and children because there aren't that many in Columbus, Ohio. I want to be able to love going to work. Having my own home and my son in a great school is extremely important to me because I value stability and education.
What does the best look like to me? The best is being a substance abuse counselor, helping younger people feel like they have somebody. I wish I would have had that when I was younger. It looks like having stability, being able to provide for my daughter and I, independence and comfort in our everyday lives. And it looks like being happy and being confident in who I am and in the decisions that I make.
What does the best look like for me? My best is just wanting and being happy and loving life. Just believing that each one of my goals will bring me to where I've always wanted to be. My goals are graduating from Amethyst, finding a job I love to go to, always be in recovery, because with that I'm sober and my mental health is good. I want a house that is truly mine, a home that I can paint and decorate freely. And my son growing up in a good home where he loves his mother. That's my son and me. And hey, don't worry, be happy and love your life.
What does the best look like for me? Best looks like I'm achieving, going back to school and getting my nurse's degree. Buying the house that I want, getting the car I want, and have my kids going to college, watching me finish school.
I did.
Where do I want to go? Spiritually, I want to be closer to God. I want to pray, not just when times or things are tough. Mentally, I want to be in a healthy space and make sure that my mental health is great. Physically, I'd like to lose some weight and become healthier so I can be more active with my son. In my career, I'd like to be working in the mental health field and or the recovery field. In my education, I want to have an associate's degree in social work. I want to never stop learning.
Where do I want to go? Spiritually, I want to be more confident with my spirituality and understand more of how it affects my life. Mentally, I'm trying to be 100% mentally stable and understand my mental health overall. Physically, I would like to be in better shape and eat better for my overall health. My career, I want to become a substance abuse counselor and make the difference in the lives of other women, kind of like it's already been done for me. In education, I want to further my education until I'm happy with where I'm at in my career.
Where do I want to go? Spiritually, I just never want to drift away from my higher power. Mentally, I want to keep my mental health good. It's just very important for myself to keep seeing the doctor and taking my medicine. And I'm still working on a lot of mental health issues, but that's okay today. Physically, I want to get fit, eat healthy, and just be able to keep up with my son. My career is finding something I love to go to every day. And my education is, I always want to learn and grow. It's something that I never want to stop doing, no matter what age or how long I'll be in school, because I believe not learning feels like a dead end. Don't stop now. I can only go up from here.
Don't know much. Where I want to go? Spiritually, I want to be closer to God. Mentally, I want to be mentally fit. Physically, I want to get in shape and lose weight and eat healthy. In my career, I want to work at a job that I can retire from, possibly nursing. And in education, I want to go back to school and get my nursing degree.
One thing I learned in career boot camp is I learned how to do PowerPoints with videos. I also learned more about Goodwill and all that it offers. I will use it in the future. I always use documents.
One thing I learned in career boot camp is the biggest thing I learned in career boot camp was to conquer through my barriers. I have really low self-esteem and anxiety, but I was able to break through both of those with the assignments we were given, especially the elevator pitch. This class taught me so much, but the biggest lesson I learned was only I can put limits on myself.
One thing I learned in career boot camp is that during the boot camp, I can still do this learning stuff. And for some time now, I've been worried and anxious about going back to school and work. The boot camp, I was really worried about starting it and I wouldn't make it past the first week. But getting through it and passing the exams and finishing my work, I've gained so much more self-confidence. For me, that is a huge accomplishment.
One thing I learned in career boot camp is to have elevator speech prepared at all times, just in case you might run into somebody out in the world that can give you the job that you probably dreamed of. And also I learned that always be prepared for interviews. Go over the questions before you start an interview.
What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? In 100 years, if people still speak about me, I'd love for it to be about the difference I made in the recovery field. How I was always willing to help someone better their life. I want to be remembered for the small things I did but made a big impact. She needed a hero, so that's what she became. I like this quote because when I needed somebody, I just became the person that I needed. And one day at a time.
What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? I want to be remembered as a good mom and raising my daughter to the best of my ability. I want to be remembered for being kind, passionate, and loving to all people that I come in contact with. And I want to be remembered by helping people, making a difference in this world, even if it's in the simplest, smallest ways. And I chose the quote, capture the wins of each day and build a legacy of victories. You can use them when times get tough, because I feel like my trials and tribulations have really helped me grow and be the person I am today. And without them, I wouldn't be where I am. So I use those as the days when I get rough that I made it through it.
What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? In many years, I just want people to remember all the care and love I gave. When I'm working, I give so much care into the residents, it brings me joy. And I want everyone to realize how much I love my son and just be remembered as a kind person. There's my son.
What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? That I was a loving mother and worked hard for her dreams. Also, I want to be a community mom where all the kids come to eat or talk if they need a place to go. And I also like to give back to my community by doing volunteer work.
Three words to describe my experience in career boot camp: educational. I learned new things about myself and how to work more efficiently on my computer. Inspirational. I realized I'm finally in a space mentally and physically to follow my dreams, and I can do anything I put my mind to. Zealous. It reminded me that I was learning new things.
Three words that describe my experience in career boot camp are a lot of knowledge, learning how to do my resume, interviews, learning how to use Google as a whole. I now understand how to act in a professional way and how to present myself to an employer, and I've overcame many things that I've been holding on to and holding me back for a really long time now, and that's a picture of me and my daughter.
Three words that describe my experience in boot camp. Impactful. The boot camp was a very big impact on me, from giving me confidence for doing schoolwork and going back to a job. It really helped me sharpen my resume and interview skills. It was very pleasant. I was beyond scared to do boot camp, and it turns out the instructors were very nice and they made the time very pleasant. It was very mind-opening. I've opened myself up to thinking about taking on a different career. And I always wanted to be a nurse, but now I think I want to go into also a field of social work. But I believe both of them will help so many people.
Three words that describe my experience in boot camp are inspired, giving me the confidence to perform an interview, motivated, because I feel like I can get an interview process and it'll elevate speech, and understand that in life, if I try.
Yellow. Why are you doing?
Oh, that was wonderful. And you see what I meant by this, differences in technology, their little pauses. 10 years from now, we'll look back at this and we'll still be mad. I'm just kidding. So I'm going to bring up the next video now. Just a second. Oh, okay, so I admitted, yes, there were 3 people in the waiting room, but I can see them now. I apologize for you having to wait so long. Okay, so I'm going to find the next video. Okay, so that one's going to work. Here we go for the next video. And now I would like to present the visionaries.
By Taylor Speakman.
I'm Kristen Leak.
Heather Heron.
By Taylor Speakman.
I'm Jasmine Bookman.
Heather Heron.
And I'm Kristen Leak.
What is my why statement? I've always been really passionate about helping others in the medical field. I was raised by alcoholics without understanding of alcoholism being a disease. So today, I would like to better understand alcoholism and help others that I come across with. I also want to have a better life for my son, and the cycle breaks with me.
What is my why statement? The reason why I do what I do is because I have fallen so far due to my addiction to drugs and alcohol. It left me feeling helpless and hopeless. This is a feeling I never want to feel again. I've pulled myself up from my own destruction to claim my life back. What is my why statement? The reason why I do what I do is because I have fallen so far due to my addiction to drugs and alcohol. It left me feeling helpless and hopeless. This is a feeling I never want to feel again. I pulled myself up from my own destruction to claim my life back.
I'll be the last one standing, 2 hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a fighter like Rocky. Put your flag on your back like Ali. Yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm stronger. Bet my dues, can't lose, I'm my own, yeah. Hey.
What is my why statement? Growing up, I always said that when I had kids, they would never grow up the same way I did. I was raised by addicts in a broken home. After years of letting my 2 oldest children down, I finally made up my mind to put my words in action and do something different. I am almost a 1.5 years sober today and never been more determined to make a better life for us. And I am willing to go to any length to be free from that life. I want my 2 oldest sons to know that it's never too late and it's never okay to give up. And my youngest son, I don't ever want him to know that kind of truth. I want my boys to have a life and a mom that they are proud of.
The one who ought to give up, but she's just too hard-headed. A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops, with gentle hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor.
What is my why statement? I want to be a dental hygienist. I want to help others like myself prevent the damage that I have made to myself that's irreversible. This is something I had to learn the hard way. My smile is beautiful and I loved it.
What does the best look like for me? In this image, my son getting baptized. Best looks like me living in truth by faith, bringing those far from Christ closer to him, having a peace of mind in my daily living, and raising my son as a Christian at Infinite Church. Here's a little clip from his baptism on May 16, 2020.
You're gonna hear my praises roar. Get up from the ashes, hope will arise. And death is defeated, the King is alive.
Sing a little
What does the best look like for me? To maintain my sobriety, clean and sober from alcohol and drugs, to obtain a college degree in the mental health field, to be spiritually fit and have a relationship with my higher power, to be physically fit, to begin eating and exercising daily, to be a present mom in my children's life and be a better mother than I was, to be happy, to be filled with joy that comes with living my life to the fullest. Excellence demand that you do your best, not that you be the best.
What does the best look like for me? The best for me is being stable for my kids and having a place that we can call home. I always want to know my worth and accept anything less than I deserve.
What does the best look like for me? It's never giving up on my dreams and to persevere when life gets hard. To show my children that they can do anything they put their minds to and provide a life of stability, consistency, and love for myself and my family.
Here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake
Where do I want to go? Spiritually, to devote more time reading and memorize scripture. Mentally, I will continue to share my struggles to find a solution instead of staying in the problem. Physically, I want to be more involved in outreach work, and in order to reach those in need the best, I will have to be there in the actual environment. In my education, I want to complete a bachelor's degree in both drug and alcohol counseling and business. And for career, I would like to be a drug and alcohol counselor and be a business owner for a treatment facility for women in Columbus, Ohio.
Where do I want to go? Spiritually, I want to have a better relationship with my higher power. Mentally, I want to continue to take my medication because I suffer from illness and share everything that's going on with me in my visits with my doctor without having any fear. Physically, I want to start to take my health more seriously, eating healthier and exercising. Career, I want to have a degree in psychology, helping people with their needs in the mental health field. Education, I want to complete my degree and I want to begin my studies in the mental health field.
Where do I want to go? Spiritually, I would like to become God and have a church that I enjoy going to. Mentally, I would like to stop being so hard on myself. I tend to overthink things and I'm really critical of myself, so it makes things really hard at times. Physically, I want to start exercising and lose some weight so I can keep up with my kids and just be more comfortable in my own skin. In my career, I want to be financially stable, have an active savings account, and not living paycheck to paycheck or struggling when unexpected things happen. And in my education, I would like to continue learning new skills. And then once I become more stable, look into attending college to pursue my ultimate career goals. I chose the quote, "The distance between who I am and who I want to be is separated only by my actions and words." And I chose that because I can remember years ago, I would always say that I wanted a better life, but I wasn't willing to do anything to have a better life. And today I am.
Where do I want to go? Spiritually, I want to have a mind, body, and spirit connection where prayer becomes second nature. Mentally, I want to be positive and able to see the silver lining in situations that I may encounter. Physically, I want to take care of myself by being mindful of what I put into my body. In my career, I want to be the best I possibly can be while helping others and achieving my long-term dreams. My education, I want to graduate with an associate's degree in dental hygienistry.
What did I learn from boot camp? I learned to follow my dreams no matter what my past looks like. I have never failed at anything I've truly been passionate about or dedicated to. The picture I chose is pain as weakness leaving the body. In order to know that you're in pain, you feel weak. And that when I completed this boot camp, I felt really powerful and I felt more confident.
One thing I learned in boot camp is how to properly create a resume. With this skill, I will know how to edit and revise the information to fit the job description that I am interested in.
One thing that I learned in career boot camp is I learned a lot of new skills in boot camp, but the one thing that I learned about myself is that if I'm determined and put forth all my effort in doing something, nothing is going to stop me. In the future, this just gives me proof that I can accomplish anything if I put my mind to it. Bumps in the road will happen, and just reminding myself to push through those daily struggles. And on the days that I want to give up will just make me feel that much more empowered and accomplished in the end. The quote that I chose was, always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you see, and smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you'd ever imagine. I just chose that because it's something that I have to remind myself daily.
One thing I have learned in career boot camp, I have learned that I can accomplish my goals if I don't give up. Life is about showing up, and through accomplishing this boot camp, I've realized how much I can handle. And I picked the quote, I've learned that no matter what happens or how bad it seems today, life does go on and will be better tomorrow, by Maya Angelou.
What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? To this image to the right is me getting baptized. I want to leave a legacy of faith in God. Although life can become very busy and consuming, I will continue to devote my time with Him. I have regular Bible studies in my home, with my church and my close friends. I speak openly about my faith, and I give Him all the credit for my blessings in life. I continue to love others as I love myself. I seek to live in balance of truth and grace, to give both grace and truth when it is needed without fear. I thank God for seeing me through my addiction and protecting me along the way. And I will continue to share this experience with others. Hopefully, one day they will seek Him as well and experience it too. It started with the faith of mustard seed.
What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? I want people to know my struggles of addiction and how I've overcome them. I want it to be known that I did my very best to turn my life into a vision I saw for myself. I want people to hear my recovery story and know that they have what it takes to improve their life by putting one foot in front of the other and never.
What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? I want my strength and ambition to be known, and I want people to know that everyone is human and everyone makes mistakes in life, and that it does not define who you are or what you deserve. I want people to also know that whatever you set your mind to can be accomplished if you're always doing the next one right thing and never giving up on yourself. And those are pictures of each of my children.
What kind of legacy do I want to leave behind? I want to be remembered for being a woman who never gave up on herself or her dreams. I want to be remembered as a woman who showed and taught her children how to love themselves and others. We all have two lives. The second one starts when we realize we only have one. And I just thought that was a very powerful statement, because it wasn't until I realized in my journey that I can start over and that can be the beginning of my new story.
Three words to describe my experience in boot camp. Wise. It gave me the ability to speak with people on the other side of interviews with professional tips. Encouraging. With respect, I was critiqued with my resume and interview questions. And inspiring. My self-esteem and confidence has been boosted to go for my dreams. I chose the little picture, never stop dreaming, because we can always go bigger.
Three words to describe my experience in boot camp. Motivating. This course has motivated me to actually want to get a job. Humbling. I didn't think I needed any help with preparing for a job because I've always got the job once I've done the interview, but I realized that I don't know everything. Inspiring. I've been inspired to work hard and put the work in to appease an employer.
Three words that describe my experience in career boot camp. Intense. It was 7 consecutive hours daily of new assignments and new emails that had to be kept up with, which is something that I am not used to because I've been out of school for a long time. Special. Our instructors were very kind and caring, and I'm thankful that I went through this experience with them. And foundation. I'm completing the course with a professional resume, 3 different certifications, as well as interview skills, which make me feel more confident in myself. And my little picture says, I am grateful.
What are 3 words that describe my experience in career boot camp? Accomplished. I received certification in front desk representative and customer service. Strength. I made it through this boot camp while balancing life, class, and motherhood. Growth. My growth came from seeing my strength that by not giving up when things got hard so that I could accomplish my goals.
That's all. Thank you for watching.
Applause, applause, applause. Those were great. And I'm really proud not just of the presentations, but of their patients. Because, you know, sometimes when they were reading their slide, they couldn't actually see their slide because it wasn't popping up on their screen. So they did a wonderful job, and I really have enjoyed working with all 8 of you. And which brings me to certificates. So, so how do you give certificates to people when you have to social distance? Well, I figured it out, I think. So I'm gonna move this over here. I'm gonna make this big. Okay, stop. I'm sorry, it's not sharing. Okay, so let's see. We'll move this over here. We'll move it over here. All right, I hope this works.
Can you let Allie in really quick? She got kicked out, Victor.
Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Nope. Okay, so.
Will you just need to put
I
it
know,
out on
okay.
You want me to get it? Otherwise, I'll have to put it in a bag and
I use the fan in my room to dry.
Oh, do you? Okay, well, that's okay. We'll leave it there then.
Okay. It works really good.
Okay.
It won't pause. Okay, so here we go.
Maybe Carrot wants you to eat.
Share my screen.
Well, that's food. Do you want me to make some? Or do you want ramen noodles?
Ramen. We have peanuts.
Grandpa, do we have peanuts?
Peanut butter over there.
Okay, so you can see it now, right?
Don't eat too many of those, you'll get sick.
I think our connection died. Do you see the blue screen? Yeah. Okay.
Wake up, everybody.
Can you hear it?
No more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking. Time for thinking has changed so very much from what it used to be. There's so much hatred, war, and poverty. Wake up all the teachers, time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say. They're the ones who's coming up, and the world is in their hands. When you teach the children, teach them the very best you can. The world won't get no better if we just let it be. Na, 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 na. The world won't get no better. We gotta change it now, just you and me. Wake up all the doctors, make the old people well. They're the ones who suffer and who catch all the hair. But they don't have so very long before their judgment day. So won't you make them happy before they pass away? Wake up all the builders, time to build a new land. I know we could do it if we all lend a hand. The only thing we have to do is put it in our minds. Surely things will work out. They do it every time. The world won't get no better if we just let it be. Na, 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 na. The world won't get no better. We gotta change it now, just you and me.
Okay. All right, now I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Stop sharing. Okay. So, congratulations to all of you. And now I'd like to open it up if anyone has any words they'd like to share with the group of our completers.
I just want to say I appreciate being a part of this boot camp. It just gives me a lot more confidence in interviewing, because I always struggle in that department. But I got some guidelines that I can go over and try to do my best.
That was great.
I just wanted to thank you guys for giving us the opportunity to even be part of this boot camp. I've seen a lot of growth, not just in myself, but in my peers as well. And I love to watch people grow. So thank you again for allowing us to have this opportunity.
Yeah, I wanted to say thank you to everybody, just flourish and grow, and myself even. I've seen a big change in myself since the beginning. I'm just really excited I got to do this. Victor and Valerie too. Got to do it with you guys.
Thank you.
And I just want to thank Victor and Valerie also. You're very compassionate and understanding for my situation and things that I was going through, and made it possible for me to continue doing this and believe in myself when I didn't think that I was going to be able to finish. And I also want to thank my peers on here, because they have supported me through a lot of changes happening in my life right now. They've picked up the pieces. Heather, Jasmine, especially Jamie, Taylor, everybody, where I needed help, and they were willing to help me and guide me through that also. So just thank you to everybody all the way around the board. Like, these type of accomplishments show me, this is a we thing, and if we stick together, then I can do this and we can do this.
I just want to say, so we're like in Amethyst together, and this was like getting to know everybody in a different And I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the class, and I just want to say thanks to everyone and all of my peers because this time has been great.
I just want to thank everyone too, Victor and Valerie. At first, I really didn't want to do this program, but I'm glad that I did because I definitely learned a lot. And I'm glad that I got the certificates that I got. Like it was a really good opportunity, and I did enjoy it. Thank you.
I'd like to say thank you to all of you because we've learned so much in this short space of time, and we've done so much together. You know, it's kind of hard to believe that 3 weeks has gone by this fast, and I always get to this point where why can't it be like a month or 2 months or 3 months? But it's just that it is such a pleasure. It's been such a pleasure to get to know you, to learn from you, and to be inspired by you. And I'd also like to thank Stacy for stepping in and helping with the certifications, because it took some work on her part getting through it to begin with. But yeah, this is probably I don't know if it is, but I think this is the first time that in a career boot camp, you left with more than one certificate. So this has been really special, and I'm really glad I was a part of it, and I'd like to thank all of you. Yes, Stacy.
Next. Wait, excuse me. I just want to say it was such a pleasure working with you guys. It was so easy. You have no idea. It was like the short little amount of time that I got to interact with you. I wish, first of all, I could do more with you because you guys are really, really special. And just the days that we signed you up for the certificates, and remember we said, email me when you're ready to go with your test, and email me when you're done. It was like, bam, bam, here, I'm ready to go. Boom, I'm done with the test. I'm like, what's going on? This is so awesome. They were just knocking it out. And then the next day, the same thing. And I'm just like, man, this is really, really great. And thank you for sharing. And I'm getting a little choky. You guys are so inspirational and so strong to be where you are today. And if you ever doubt that, watch this again. Watch it again and see who you are and just how strong you are to overcome, because you're going to have roadblocks, but there's always an alternate route. Always look for it, embrace it, and just keep pushing on, because you've overcome so much. And that alone is just, a testament to your character. And it was wonderful meeting you. I wish I had more time with you. Awesome. But you guys did amazing. Congratulations on your certs. You have a family here at Goodwill that will always support you. So good luck to you. Reach out, always, touch base and tell us how you're doing. That would be great to hear. So nice meeting you. Good job.
All right, so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Valerie, and she will be our final speaker for the day.
Ladies. Well, before I say what I want to say from my heart, I'm going to read something because one of the groups this morning spent some time with Marty for stress management, right? So she sent me a little note that she wanted me to share with the rest of you. And it says, it was great to know the Wonder Women. And today, through our stress management session, you are a group of lovely ladies with so much motivation to succeed in your personal and career goals. Stay focused on your professional development and continue to stay vigilant on your personal care management and create less stress. Congratulations on completing Goodwill's boot camp, Marty. All right. You ladies make a huge impression on everybody who comes in contact with you, whether you know that or not. And I told you guys before how much power your stories have. And even though I've heard them, they impact me still every time I hear them. I'm so proud of you. You all are so very strong. And I always tell people that, you know, success is a choice, and that all successful people, no matter who they all have two things in common. They have drive and know-how. Drive and know-how. The drive is really that passion, and that's the one thing no one can give to you. That's something that lives in you. The know-how is what we try to provide for you. So we try to give you tools and tips and a framework so that you can put the best plan in place for yourself so that you can achieve whatever it is that you want. The drive, I know, lives in you. It took drive to get you from the rock bottom places that you spoke of to where you are now and focus on where it is that you want to go. And I know that if you can overcome those things that you shared, there's nothing and no one that can keep you from your destiny but you. And so if you've gotten over that, there's nothing that the world can bring to you that you can't overcome. I don't ever want you to forget that. If you don't remember anything else we shared with you, remember that power lives in you and greatness lives in you. And it's all on you to make it manifest, okay? No one else can stop you. So with that said, Victor says that we have one more thing to play. It's only about 5 minutes. And it's been one of our staple videos that we play all the time at our completion ceremonies. And it's my favorite speaker of all times. His name is Les Brown. And he was sort of based out of Columbus for many years. So we're going to share with you a story. He talks about greatness, and he talks about sometimes hard times will come, but you can achieve anything you want if you have the patience and you keep the faith, okay? And no matter what other people have to say, he's going to tell you about the story of the 90-foot Chinese bamboo tree and what it takes to grow one. And I'm sure there's one growing inside of you right now. So, Victor, take it away.
See, it's hard when you're 49 years old, been working on a job for 17 years, and they come in and tell you you're finished and give you 1 week severance pay. And you got to start all over again. It's hard when you're married and raising children and your children are crawling and your husband dies unexpectedly. It's hard handling just the tragedies of life. It's hard when you're working on something and you put everything you have in it and it doesn't work out. You lose your money and other people's money. It's hard. It was rough when I lost my job. And I could not find a job. It was humiliating and embarrassing, borrowing money. And then I couldn't pay the money back when I told them I would. That's rough. How people look at you, how they respond to you. It's very hard. It's humiliating. Here's what I discovered that happens to you in life, that you will go through things, and while you're going through them, you can't understand why it's happening to you. But after you go through it, you get back and you look at it and you say, oh, now I understand why I needed that lesson. Have you ever happened to you? Raise your hand. Did it ever happen to you that I couldn't understand it then, But after I got through it, then I saw that that was preparing me for bigger and better things. As you go through the challenges of life and you look at it and embrace whatever comes to you, don't run from it. Step toward it. Don't try and duck it like most people do. See, most people want it easy. See, easy come, easy what? Easy go. See, but when you go at what you're going to deal with and you deal with the difficulties of it, when you handle those hard things close at hand, making those hard decisions right now that you don't want to make, learning those things that you don't like to do, but you know that in order for you to get where you want to go, this is one of the hoops that you have to flip through. And I'm saying to you, whatever you got to do it, because if you don't, life is going to whoop you until you surrender and say, okay, all right. I cooperate. Okay, I learned. Okay. It had to wear me out a long time. So if it's hard, then do it hard. Now, how do you hang in there during the hard, difficult times? Les, you must have faith. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your abilities. You've got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas, unquestionably. You've got to have faith, and that faith gives you patience. That it's not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. And not only that, but that faith and patience drives you into action. You've got to keep moving and keep plugging away. In the Far East, they have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. They have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years. Because at any time, had that person stopped watering and nurturing and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died in the ground. And I can see people coming out talking to a guy out there watering and fertilizing the ground that's not showing anything. Hey, what you doing? You've been out here a long time, man. And the conversation in the neighborhood is, you growing a Chinese bamboo tree, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Well, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see ain't nothing showing. You know that's how people are going to do you? So how long you been working on this? How long have you been working on your dream? It's good. And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. People are going to do that to you. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop. Because they don't see instant results. It doesn't happen quickly. They stop. Oh, no. You got to keep on watering your dream. And when it began to happen, they stopped laughing. They said, look. Whoa, look here. Look up. Hey, man, you know, I know you can do it. Look, you got a job here? See, during those hard times, we didn't know how you're going to make payroll during those times when you failed and things didn't work out. They were nowhere to be found. But you know what I discovered? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, it's sweet to you. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. And people know that you know what life is, that you have embraced life. You know it was hard, but you did it hard.
So the last thing I just want to say is that I want you all to continue to dream and to dream big And, you know, don't let anything stand in your way. And whatever you do, go hard dreaming those dreams, okay? Thank you. Congratulations to all of you guys.
Thank you.
Can't wait till I can see you after the pandemic and give you all a hug, okay?
Yeah. All right, I gotta go. I gotta get my son from
Big
daycare.
words from you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Aw. Sherry. Oh, she gone. Okay, so now we got to see if we can find